Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for coming by once again to see some more Captain Tsubasa Dream Team. I'm the homie Nako, bringing you finally some content. I know that I haven't uploaded anything for like about a week plus, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. I'm always talking about in my videos about how life gets crazy and it gets hectic and blah, blah, blah. And it's been an interesting 2 weeks, especially the last 4 or 5 days or so. I guess to give you a quick summary, because I went through like a roller coaster of like emotions and everything, from excitement to like being scared to feeling a lot of pain, like physical pain, and like getting some help with that physical pain so that I could survive this weekend, which was incredibly awesome. This weekend that just happened, because for those of you that don't know, over here in California, in the United States, there's a music festival known as Coachella. It's one of my favorite things in the world to do. One of my most treasured getaways to go to every year. And I was fortunate that I have planned to go weekend 2, which is coming up in April 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. But my friends actually had an extra pass for weekend 1. So I went. I only went for Friday and Saturday. I was not able to stay back for Sunday. But, it was something that something that I'm looking forward to every year. And, the moment was finally coming, and next thing you know, it was here. And so I was super excited about that. But I always get a little anxious. I always get a little nervous when I'm going, despite the fact that I'm always super excited to go. And this year, what happened to me was that, for like a while, I've been needing to go see a dentist. I've been having an issue with like my tooth back here and stuff like that. And, I had tried, but long story short, I tried and it wasn't happening and blah, blah, blah. And then I started, procrastinating like we do as humans sometimes. And unfortunately, that procrastination came to bite me in the butt. So, it was like the day before I was set to take off. I was going to leave on Thursday night. And then the night before, on Wednesday night heading into Thursday morning, all of a sudden, like at nighttime, I was already starting to feel it. Like it was like, no, this pain is pretty bad. Like I had been getting some pains here and there, and I was kind of like surviving it. Like, okay, it's going away, whatever. And this time it wasn't. And this was at nighttime, and then it started getting late, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna sleep through it and I'm gonna fight through it, blah blah blah. No, not at all. It was like about 1 a.m. or so. I felt like I was dying. If you've never experienced tooth pain, it is one of the most horrible feelings you could ever experience. This is the second time I experienced that, and oddly enough, it's on the same tooth. I got it fixed previously with some whatever, but then I guess whatever they put on there to like save it fell off, or I don't know if I swallowed it someday. I don't know what. But then I left it untreated. The pandemic happened and blah, blah, blah. So, so I had that pain again, and it wasn't going away. My head was pounding. It was terrible. And then all of a sudden, like I said, if you've never experienced tooth pain, I hope that you never do. It's one of the few things that like, it's just so bad. Just thinking about it makes me, And the thing was that like, it was so bad. So I drove myself to the emergency room because I just couldn't take it. I couldn't stand it. They gave me antibiotics, medication. They told me to go see the dentist, etc. Got home and everything. I did not sleep all night. I just couldn't. The pain was unbearable. And like I cried a little bit because it was just so painful, man. And you start getting frustrated and you start just like, what am I gonna do about this and blah blah blah. Like I said, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do anything at all. Everything was just like, oh my goodness gracious. And so I went to the dentist, and then I took a look at it, and and I wasn't even gonna go that day. I was gonna try and tough it out again, like, oh, they gave me antibiotics and I got pain pills and blah blah blah. But no, it was just bad. Went to the dentist. I was fortunate that they were able to see me. So I went, and then they kind of fixed me up, and I told the dentist, I'm going to Coachella, man, like, save me, And, he took care of me and everything, got rid of the pain. He told me that he's hopeful that the work that was done would be enough for me to at least, like, survive a few weekends or so. I got to go see a specialist to make sure I get that finished, but I have to wait until the second weekend of Coachella is over. Because, I don't have time. It's Monday right now. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, I take off on Thursday. And so, I'm just hoping that, that I'm able to survive till then. And then we'll see what happens. But yeah, I was at the festival. It was awesome. It was amazing. It was fun. But at the same time, I did experience a few moments of uneasiness because I kept thinking about my tooth, hoping that it wasn't going to come back. There was a moment where I remember on Saturday, I was watching Mark Rebillet, and at one point I was kind of like, yeah, I'm into it. And then all of a sudden, like, okay, I felt like a sharp pain. I was like, oh, okay. I tried to stay calm. Eventually, it did go away. I was doing what I had to do. Took my antibiotics with me. I took my pills with me, and I was just like every 4 hours taking a different pill and all that stuff. Just like I'd be like, yeah, let's dance. Yeah, let's dance. Like I said, I love music. I love to dance, and just let myself go or whatever, And I hadn't done it for a minute. I hadn't done it for a while, so it felt good to be out there. It felt good to enjoy myself. It felt good to just be happy, enjoy music and dance, and get that reminder that life is beautiful. There's all these moments and everything that you could create, and that's why I mentioned sometimes, guys, we get a little upset over this game and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. There's a lot of beautiful things in this life, okay? Despite the fact that there are terrible things like tooth pain that exists. All right, and sometimes we need to do things to remind ourselves of that and stuff like that. And prior to that, I just wasn't feeling it. Okay, I wanted to record, but at the same time, I couldn't get myself to do so. And it was interesting to me because as I was happening and whatever, and I hadn't uploaded anything at all, I was just like, man, I'm gonna I don't know. I was just feeling negative about it all. I didn't want it to feel like, oh, what happened to Nakwa? This guy just abandoned it, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw my subscribers still kept going up. I was like, whoa, all right, that's cool. I still want to do this. I still want to have the energy to do it because I don't want to come in with like, hey, what's up, guys? Well, like, I guess, life sucks right now, but the game, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do that. I don't want to bring you that type of content. I want to be me. I want to be full of energy. I want to be blah, 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 blah. And so here I am, the one opportunity I'm gonna get to record. Hopefully I get to upload it. After this, it's probably gonna be like another week or so before I get to upload anything because, like I mentioned, I'm gonna go to the festival again. So I definitely won't have time to record. And right now I need to record too because this dream collection is magnifique. Finally, something where I feel that I'm gonna tell you, yes, you should pull. Yes, you should pull. Why are you not pulling? Because the last few videos that I had done, I recommended against most of the banners. But this time, I think it's worth pulling. And we'll get into that. I'm going to stop talking about me and we're going to get into the game. But, that's where I was. And, well, yeah, find those things that make you smile, okay, everybody? Find those things that make you happy. Try and do them if you can, whenever possible. Enjoy them when you can, while you can. Sometimes life could be short. And, despite all the hardships that we have to go through, there are, like I mentioned, these beautiful things in life that surely we can all hope to try. I mean, it's not easy to be happy, So whenever you do find something that makes you happy, hopefully as long as it's something that's, healthy-ish, or don't get yourself into something that that's very, very, very bad for you and very, very bad for your body, even if that's something that makes you happy. You know, that's not, try not to do that. But you know, things that are just, I hope that you find your reasons to be happy, okay? And I hope that you find reasons to smile. And I hope that you never, ever experience tooth pain, because it sucks. All right, so here we go. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna go ahead and pull on Dream Collection here. Yes or yes. I don't want to pull. I was thinking of going all in, because for like the longest time I feel that I need yes or yes a defender, and Owairan right now is such a good unit to pull on. But also they did a rework on one of the older units, so I guess if I don't get him, I could try and use him. He's a debuff unit, unfortunately, but at the same time, like, I'm just desperate for defenders, basically. Okay, so I would like Owairan. Should I just call him Owairan? Owairan. I would like for him to come to me. Okay, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back for some more content that will eventually be recorded and uploaded. Okay, I know that it's April 17th, and I've been mentioning for like the longest, like, oh, I want to bring you guys content on time and not so late, and blah blah blah, and I still haven't been able to get myself together, and I apologize for that. But hey, you know what? Here I am. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay, so they recently made, this is the one that I was talking about, and I already have a copy of this one that I have on my Boundary Break 4. I have them available to use already. This is how he ended up with the rework, and is actually not bad. He still keeps the Insight Master at 50%, which is good. They gave him the very important Auto Block and Auto Intercept enhanced. Japanese Clear Killer will be good against Tsubasa. This is okay. They get to block a shot, so at least it's kind of funny though, because the fact that, like, you know, you get to block a ground shot, but even then with the ground shot, well, I mean, his block is a primary skill, so you know you're going. My bad. The only thing with this one is that you have to make sure that you have a good S tackle and a good S intercept. That's where he gets held back slightly, okay? But other than that, it's pretty good. 2.5 mon and -4 in debuff. Okay, so you know, I'm not saying you should pull for this guy, especially for the fact that he's primarily featured through a paid banner, or you could take your risk here, but it's not guaranteed, not a good or you could exchange it with XP. But still, why would you do that? Why would you do that? 300 SP to claim this guy? Oh, no. 300 SP, that means that it's going to be about, is it? Let's see, 300 SP. So 10 SP. I think you get 10 for every one multi. So 10 multis will be 500. Okay. So 10 multis will give you 100. Oh my goodness. It's 1,500 dream balls to guarantee this unit right here that could be pulled from any banner. Any banner he could pop up. He's not exclusive, nothing like that. And also SSR tickets. So I would not recommend pulling for him specifically. Now, unless you're really desperate and you happen to have 30 paid dream balls, then I guess if you're really desperate for defenders and want you to take your chance here, only up to step 5. Only up to step 5 for 30 paid dream balls, but I would still not recommend it. Okay? Alright. So now, just so you could kind of get kind of like an idea of what we're working with. As you see, at 32,000, that's not bad at all. 29,000 physical, that's not bad either. I think there's a lot of defenders nowadays that are up to like the 34,000-ish. 34,000-ish, I think, is the average. Physicality right here, as you see on the new one, he's 33, which is very good. We'll get into that right now. But I just wanted you to get a general idea of how the improved, reworked unit is actually not bad. And if you have, if you're running a debuff team, then he's actually pretty good for you. Now this one, okay, let's see. This one, the reason why he's so good, his defensive stats are nice. His offensive stats are nice. His physical stats are nice. Okay, he's gonna be a little bit lower right here than, like, let's say, I think Calts, the one from Rising Sun that came in the anniversary, but you can't pull for him. So auto intercept enhance 100%. The reason why that's great as well is because if you have anybody that has any units that reduce the auto intercept of your team, well, at least he's not at 60, he's not at 80, he's at 100. So it's gonna take a lot more to really completely nullify the auto intercept enhance. And as you can see, he comes with a brand new intercept. I think it's a brand new intercept. And then his strongest tackle, a dribble, and a pass. Okay, that's not bad. However, because he does not have a skill block cancel, that means you're gonna need him to have 2 tackles, 2 intercepts, and 2 blocks. Okay, just to make sure that you're covered. Just to make sure, especially because again, I'm pretty sure Michael is still very used in the meta. I haven't been playing online for a minute, so my bad. Like I mentioned, it just life is crazy. Okay, but without the skill block cancel right here, you need to be able to. Oh, I didn't even check to see what skills they gave him in the shop. Let me check it out real quick. Real quick, sees right here. Okay. Now, okay, there we go. What do they give you? A white on nut? They didn't give him anything? What? You give Chow some skills. You give Vulcan some skills, or Vulcan. And even Zeno Hernandez. But nothing to... Wow. 2 versions of Owairan, and they do not give you any skills. Wow, that's not cute. So that means if you're pulling for that old one, then you need, for the new one, then you need to absolutely, no, let me not go there. You need to absolutely yes have access to other skills, to other cards to gain access to other skills. So he's still a good defender. But the lack of skill block cancel makes him a great unit for veterans of the game who most likely have access to other skills. If you're fairly new, he's still a good unit, but you won't have him at his maximum potential without having those other skills. Okay, so let's go over what he has. Obviously, now they're all coming with 6% of the Dream Collection or Dream Festival. This is good because if you win the matchup, you inspire and increase the stats of some of your teammates. He boosts himself against forwards and attacking midfield at 25%, which is really good. And if you lose the matchup, you at least reduce the shot special skill force, which is nice. So if you win, you boost up your team. If you lose, you at least debuff him along the way. And the fact that he has this as well, you can at least make it a little difficult for anybody that's on the offensive side from your opponent. Okay, so is he worth pulling? I think yes. Should you pull? I think yes. And because of that, I think I'm gonna pull 300 on my main account and at least 150 on all the alt accounts that I'm still farming up for the anniversary that's coming about a month and a half from now. And that was the thing, I was thinking of going maybe all in here, but I need to save some dream balls for the anniversary, so I don't want to go all in. And usually when I really want a player and I know the anniversary is coming, the most I'll do is about 300, not all in. Even though I'm gonna have there's still some dream balls I gotta farm up. I'll be at about 400 or so, but I'm still not gonna go all in. Now, if I happen to get lucky here and I pull him early, then I'm definitely gonna jump over here and pull for Vulcan or Vulcan, however you want to call him. The Spanish comes out of me sometimes, so I refer to him as Vulcan. Now the thing is, these stats may seem low, but you have to remember that he's meant to be a super sub. So they have to keep his stats not super low. Okay, just somewhat low, so that when he gets this boost, he's not completely overpowered. But this makes him really good. So like, let's say at 8712 plus 50%, so you're adding here about 4350. 4,350 total, just about. 4,350 makes it to 9,000 plus 4,000, 13,000 in shot. Okay, That's cool. 13,000 in shot, which means that in power, that's about 4,500 plus 30. 4,500 plus another 300 is another, or 350. So 4,850. So 850. So that's about 10,500, and then for about 14,500 in power is what he'll end up with. Okay. Wow, I just noticed how low the technique was. That's pretty funny, considering the fact that, he's given a 1-2 as a primary skill. But, he's pretty good. He'll be pretty good for the second half. Specifically, though, if you have, and I do have access to like 2 or 3 players that I use on my team that have stamina killer in the first half, I don't want to encourage you to just spam. That's not what I mean. I would prefer that you still come up with like a good play to get up to make it up to get a good shot, right? And then from there, drain the goalkeeper. And there's actually, I think, a few cards that are usable in the meta, that should be usable in the meta, that come with stamina killer. If not, well, this is still significant. But if you already have stamina killers in the first, have to either force your opponent to change their goalkeeper, or if they have no choice but to keep that same goalkeeper, then when this guy comes in during the second half, you better believe he's going to be scoring goals. You better believe it. And also the fact that if you're losing, he boosts himself relatively nicely. If you're tied, but remember, it has to be at least 1-1 or something like that, you still get a decent boost. Okay, so, and the fact that he boosts himself at 15%, and this is basically like a permanent full body stand, because it's not dependent on your stamina at all. You're always going to get that. So that's cool. 6% as well. So is he worth pulling? Yes. This banner is actually a good one as well, because of the fact that he comes with Zeno Hernandez. So you get a powerful forward for the second half only, and the most powerful goalkeeper in the game at the moment. Okay, this guy is basically a Zeno killer right here, because of the fact that he's Asia qualifiers, and this guy boosts himself against Rising Sun and club players, which for the most part are most of the most powerful units available are Rising Sun and clubs. But since it seemed like they're kind of like backtracking to middle school, now we're getting Asia qualifiers, so I'm sure we'll go back to getting JY players like we did here with the Zeno. I'm sure we'll get like some World Youth players as well and stuff like that. So they have stuff to work with. And yeah, this is a good banner. It's a very good banner. I think you should be pulling on, depending on what your needs are. So for me, I need more a defender than I need a forward. So I'm gonna put all my eggs in this basket right here. And if you need a forward and you need a goalkeeper, then this is definitely a good banner to pull on. All right. Now this one right here, I wanted to make a video while the mini DC or whatever that was with the Brian unit, the Dreamfest unit that was available. I'm pretty sure the only reason why they put them on there was if in case you had pulled the previous buy-in Dreamfest, to give them the shot of the Super Dreamfest unit, if that makes sense. Okay, and these guys right here are their primary purpose is that if you have Brian, then you pull for these guys. If you don't have Brian, then there's pretty much absolutely no need, because he's dependent on having Brian to boost himself, and his most powerful shot and skills and everything offensively come with the necessity of having Brian on the squad. So that was for this guy. And then this guy here too, I think he's highly dependent on Brian too, I believe. Oh no, but he boosts up Brian and the other Netherlands players. So he's all right. He's not bad. You see, as a standalone unit, as a standalone unit, he's okay. He's probably not gonna be a good goal. My voice, I must have lost it over the festival. My bad. I was cheering too much. Okay, so I think his shot, he's not gonna score. Plus 15%, I guess. Yeah, but he's not gonna score. I don't think he's gonna score. No. Even though he gets that additional 15% given here, and this give everything is not a passive skill that I'm too fond of. Especially if when you want to get the strongest shot, then that means the very first thing you have to do is shoot with him. Because if you use agile combination, or if he has access to a dribble skill somewhere to get by the defenders, then you're already making your shot that much weaker. And I don't like that. Give everything is not a passive that I like. I wish they wouldn't use it, but it is what it is. So, again, this Netherlands player banner for the spring transfer is primarily IMO. IMO is primarily for people who have Brian, or mostly like a Netherlands squad or something like that. Okay, this one I think was only made available through a paid banner. I don't understand why. He's not necessarily that great per se. Let's see. Nah, he's not really that great. And even then, with this shot right here, nah, you're gonna need, if you want to try and score with this guy right here, you're gonna need the shot that comes from the next dream one. Okay, otherwise, nah. So they made it very difficult for anybody to be encouraged to pull on the Netherlands players. So that's primarily if you already have a Netherlands squad going, or if you have, as I mentioned, Brian on your team. And I'm talking about the newest Dream Festival unit that came out, I think, for the end of March, right? The end of March. All right. So then that's the analysis. Let's get through with the pulls. I want to finish here because I need to be able to pull on the alternate accounts. I want to record in Spanish, and I want to finish watching the LA Kings, who tied it up. Go to overtime. Let's go Kings, go. Let's do it. Okay, so here we go. 300 max. I'm hoping that I don't have to go that far. I'm hoping he comes early so I can pull on the other banner. But again, 300 Dream Balls max. All right, here we go. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe because it's free. Hook me up, yo. Hook me up. Take that chance right now. Before you do that, go ahead, subscribe. Thank you very much to everybody who has done so already. I can't believe that I made it past the 700 subscribers. I'm so close to the 1,000. I know I need to keep putting out that content so that I can increase my watch time hours as well, but that's a me problem. But you know, I do get encouraged with the love and all that stuff that you guys show me. So once again, thank you so much. Okay, here we go. First multi. Hopefully we get lucky. Hopefully we get them at all. We get them early, sweet, but hopefully we just get them. Okay, good luck to you if you decide to pull. You should be pulling at least one multi, at least. All right. Red letters though, maybe we get surprised. Who knows that? Nah, we're not gonna get it right here. All right. It's all good. At least it's not tooth pain, right? It better not come back all of a sudden. Come on now. Come on, game. Don't let me go dry without getting anything at all here. Come on now. Yikes. Terrible pulls so far. Terrible pulls. I do not like pulling on the Dream Collection, I swear. I always feel like I have better luck in Dream Fest, but no surprises. Let's keep it family friendly now. 2 more pulls. Let's try something different. Right? Let's try something different. Right? I always like to put this to the test because I always say it's a myth. And I always like doing it, you know? You go here, you follow the friendly transfer, and then you get SSR. And I keep saying it's a myth that I don't believe it, but I still try it anyway. And then sometimes I do get an SSR for some reason, and I still don't believe it, but I still try it. So what is going on? Wow, just if I get up here, it's gonna be. Come on now, come on, please, Owairan, please. See, I told you it's a myth. I told you. All right, my last multi, and then that's it. Not a single trace of excitement. Not a single trace of, ooh, maybe. Not a single hint of even getting a chance. Everything it. I knew it! I knew it! Wow. Ay, ay, ay. Finally, I'm never gonna improve my stinking defender situation because of this game. Aside from the fact that you hardly give us any defender options for the entire year, man. The entire year. Since the beginning of January, I think this is probably the first defensive unit that you give us. And of course, oh no, that's not true. Because I pulled Payol the other day. Hello. But still. Very few. I knew I wasn't gonna get him. I knew, like I said. But then again, that's just me being negative, and I need to change that. I don't want to be negative. I don't. Okay, these things happen. Like I said, there are worse things in life. Yes, I'm a little upset right now. Of course. I mean, who wants to get this garbage? You just saw what I pulled, which was absolutely nothing, just trash. But it's all right. I'm gonna go to music festival this weekend, and I'm not gonna play you game. I'm not gonna play you because I'm gonna be worried about enjoying life and having fun instead of worrying about you and the anger that you bring me sometimes. But it is what it is. That's how it is. And we use these opportunities at least to practice self-control. Use these opportunities to help manage that anger that you feel inside from this sometimes. And it helps to try to just, look at the finer things in life. Okay, remember, guys, this is just a game. Yes, we're playing it for fun. Yes, I'm gonna keep playing it even though I'm pretty upset right now. It's all right. Sometimes life is a little too short for us to take it too seriously, and that's something that I'm trying to learn as well, trying to adapt. And well, it's all right. Hopefully you have a lot much better luck than me. Yes, you should pull at least one multi, and if you're really feeling crazy, maybe 3. Like I said, I recommend usually for Dream Collection and Dream Festival about 150 to 300 dream balls. No more. Don't get upset and don't just start rage pulling and stuff like that, because I'm not gonna do anything for you. Especially if he doesn't come, then you're gonna get even more angry. And then if you get him, you'll be happy, but at the same time you'll be like, but you're still gonna be angry that you had to rage pull for him, basically, in a way, So it's all right. It's gonna be all right. This too shall pass. Time to move on. Okay, it's all good. Okay. As always, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for coming by, checking out my content. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope that this does bring some sort of joy to your day. Like I said, even if it's kind of like, wow, Doc, I can't believe your pulls were so whack, man. And if it makes you feel better, because I get it. There's times where I've had to watch other people's content because I'm kind of like, I can't be the only one that had bad luck, right? I can't be the only one, and like, so it's not to say that it makes me happy to see that others suffered as well, but sometimes, when you see that somebody else feels your same pain, you're kind of like, I feel you, man, I feel you, so it just makes you feel more I don't know, less bad. I guess, I don't know, but whatever helps you get through. Okay, thank you very much for everything. Don't forget, please, let's continue to try to practice kindness. Let's continue to try to improve ourselves. Let's continue to try and make ourselves happy. Find reasons to smile. Go outside, touch some grass. Show empathy to other people. Show compassion to other people. We're all in this together. We're all going through a struggle of some sort. We're all just trying to get through it all. Sometimes people are having a bad day. It happens. Okay, it happens. Sometimes you have a rough encounter with a stranger. It happens. But sometimes you have great moments with strangers. Sometimes you have those great. It might feel like it could be a strong bond, even if it's just temporary, just because you you shared a moment, and that's it. And that moment itself could be beautiful, and that's a good thing. Now imagine if we try to make those moments happen as much as possible, or at least more frequently, because it could be very hard to be nice all the time. It's very hard to try and practice kindness all the time. I know. There are times where I'm even like, but at the same time, let's at least try. Okay? Life is hard, but life is beautiful. So please find your reasons to smile, okay? We're here for you. Okay? You matter, you're important, and just keep reminding yourself of that. All right? With much love as always, everybody. Thank you very much, and peace. Till the next one. Hopefully sooner rather than later, right?